him. You understand? Lord said, Okay. Law. The Lord. For precious souls. Okay. All right. You got anything else? We stop there. It says, with Peter about the veil. Get me that one real fast.
Come on, sir.
About the sheep that came down, the unclean beast. Give me that one. No, I tried to explain to him, but he says he's so full of that swine juice. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Hadar, Shalom Shishi. He's so full of that juice, he can't get his mind right. Because how could you have Christ come back? Shalom, Stephanie. Most High in Christ. Stephanie I.S.U.P.K. Spain is watching. Most High in Christ. We're going to go into some things that the Christian church teaches real fast. I'm not going to stay on it too long. We're going to get into the dietary law real fast. Okay. Why Jehovah's Witnesses believe what they believe, I have no understanding. How can you have the Bible and then say the law done away with when it says that the law is good?
Okay.
So if the law is good, how could it be gone?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If I could too, Acts 10 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
If I could too, the law could never be done away with. The Lord said he changed not. So if he established the law ain't never going anywhere. Because he will never change.
Never. How you think you're gonna have the kingdom of heaven and no law? What kind of place would that be? It'd be worse than America. America got laws. So you mean tell me God don't have no laws?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why we got us little sisters just kissing each other. Our little brothers kissing each other now. Because there's no law. You understand? They follow the worldly law, which is freedom, which is paganism, liberty to do whatever you want to do. That's not the law. The law wants rules of respect and obedience and subjection. So if there's no law, you have no reason to be subject to the law. Man, listen, don't never go to church. I'll tell you that straight up. Yeah. Everybody gonna want you to come, want you to go. You can go. Because that's your family or whatever, just to see how wicked that stuff is. Wow. They got a little strong with me too. I could on top of the fish. You know what I'm saying? Hit me with a Hebrew real fast.
Come on, sir. I'm gonna start at Acts 10 and start at 10 and 10, sir. It's locked at 10 and 8. Acts chapter 10 and verse 7.
You find it, brother? You know how to find it? Okay. We wait on you.
Come.
Don't try and cry. That's right, Stephanie. Church sure is a whole house. It is. It really is. Because everybody's sleeping with everybody until they get married, and then they still do it.
Right.
Okay, hit me, Hebrew.
Come on. We have the book of Acts, chapter 10 and verse 7. And when the angel was spake unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants.
Wow.
He called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier of them that waited on him continuously. And when he had declared all these things unto him, he sent them to Joppa. On the morrow, as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. And he became very hungry and would have eaten. But while they made ready, he fell into a trance.
Man, he was hungry. Man. Sometimes when we hungry, when we don't know the law of the Lord, we might eat anything. Or what we grew up with eating. We ain't gonna just try. Everybody in the hood ain't gonna just try everything. We just got so we eat island food. You know what I'm saying? They just Jamaican restaurants popping up everywhere, bodegas everywhere. We just starting to get into that. Black people, you know what I'm saying?
Come.
But he hungry. Let's find out what he said about this food. Now, this is an analogy, a metaphor. I'm gonna break it down. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending upon him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the 4 corners, and let down to the earth, wherein were all manner of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air.
Yeah, imagine this big giant sheet folded in the sky, and it got animals in it, and insects. All this stuff is in this sheet. Go ahead.
And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat.
Now, rise, Peter, go ahead and eat what you want. That's deep.
Yeah.
Christian church got you eating everything in there. Muslim mosque got you eating everything in there. One thing they don't eat the pork, and I know a lot of Muslims that still eat the pork. Even the Arab Muslims. They said as long as they reverence Allah, they can eat it.
Yeah.
There's no law in these religions. This ain't a religion. This is a way of life. It's a heritage that came from our ancestors to us from the Most High in Christ. Okay, through the angels, all right? Read.
Verse 14, but Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
See what he said? He said, go ahead and kill what's on this sheet, all these animals and insects and bugs, whatever you want, just kill it and eat since you're hungry. But he said, no, Lord, I've never eaten any unclean thing. So that means, he said, so that must mean he was born with the law. He said he's never eaten any unclean thing. That's what they don't get. See, we didn't have the opportunity to grow up with the truth. Now, some of our children been born in the truth. They ain't never eaten any unclean thing. You understand? Let somebody slip you something, slip some juice on you, let somebody slip you some juice or something. You know what I mean? That you don't know something is in your food. But our children don't eat that kind of stuff. They like Peter. They've never eaten any unclean thing. And that's how we want to be to this day. Read.
Cut. Verse 15. And the voice spake unto him again the second time, what the Most High has cleansed, that call not thou common. This was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now, while Peter doubted in himself with this vision which he had seen.
Salaki, go back to 15 for me.
Come, sir. Verse 15, Acts 10 and 15. And the voice spake unto him again the second time, what God has cleansed, that call not thou common.
Now, let me ask you a question. That particular statement, is it talking about food? It don't even, go ahead. It's not talking about food.
Right.
He said anything that he's cleansed. Don't call him. He didn't say I cleansed the pig, did he? He didn't say I cleansed that big colossal giant shrimp. I cleansed all that. He didn't say that. And that's how you know church is wicked. They full of emotion and they belly. Whatever they can put in their pockets and their stomach and lie to you and fill you up with a whole bunch of mess. Go ahead.
Verse 16. This was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now, while Peter doubted in himself what rather Simon was surnamed Peter were lodged there. While Peter thought on the vision, the Spirit said unto him, behold, 3 men seek thee. Arise, therefore, and get thee down, and go with them, doubting nothing.
Okay, so you can stop right there. I just wanted to get down those 2 statements about the common and the unclean. It's not talking about food. It's talking about you brothers who really come to see people. And we are like, and that's what we do something.
Yes, I'm talking about when you drop down to 28 on this, so you that he was speaking of Acts 10 and verse 28. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God has showed me that I shall not call any man common or unclean.
Okay. See, it's a self-explanatory. A lot of times they get a scripture and they stop. They figure out what they want from it instead of reading all the way through. Now you see that it's talking about another Israelite. Israelites only unclean by what they put in their body or what they worship. You understand? Now, once they follow into the Lord, which these cats was, that's why the Lord said these cats is cleansed already. They don't eat that stuff you worried about. They don't do that. And they, when the Lord was Cornelius was a devout man. Devout man in the Bible are men that follow the Lord. That stirred for the law. They're like, I ain't doing that, I'm gonna do this. I'm not doing that, I'm doing this. That's being stirred. Not wavering from, maybe I just take a little piece of bacon for bacon. That's not being devout. The devout man is like, nah, that ain't in my brain. I'm not following up with that. Well, maybe I just serve my life that. All my family members, everybody I know in the hood, you know, got the beans on the high waters on. Everybody, it gotta be what you think. It gotta be right. Man went to jail, now he come home, you got the white sheet on you, man, God, man. How will you know? That's studying the word. That's studying the law. Once you find out what the law is, you'll be like, it's way off to the left. First of all, you can't follow religion and murder your ancestors. That's number one. How do you know? Because they serve their gods. Or they slave masters and their practices and murder. You understand? That's what people we just fall prey to the white man. So now all of a sudden, the white man can say, big priest in the house. Shalom, Hebrew. Oh, quiet in the house. I I see all the weights we had up there. Hope we lifted them all. Had a whole lot of dumbbells up there. I had to come to Chicago and get down with you. See how the old man do. Good to see you, priest. So we're back into the common and the unclean part is what we must learn. The Lord said that He put Israel a difference, that we will know the difference between clean and unclean. That's the point. What's the point in going to church if you won't change? Okay, you might have been a bad person. Drug dealer, ain't go to church, it's not being a drug dealer. Does it end there? No, it goes deeper than that. This brother, I was a pimp, now I'm a preacher of the Lord. A preacher of God. But meanwhile, you still breaking any law in the Bible. What the difference you being a pimp or a porky? Sin is sin. Okay? Sin is the transgression of the law. When somebody calls somebody a transgression, that means you're going against, but you're broken the rules. You said this Bible is about rules, discipline, and being firm and understand what you got.
All right, well, James 2 and 10. This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 10. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all.
Excellent scripture. Excellent scripture. Where is that at?
Oh, that's James 2 and 10, sir.
James 2 and 10. I'm going to start by that in sport. Because I'm going to have to deal with this girl with this guy. Real soon. Him and his brother, they two twins. They tried to team up on me one time. I told them about the brain. I told them about the brain in a crib. I'm going to take them next time you want to try a battle on me, I'm going to tell you, I said, put this on tape. We'll make y'all famous. Because these cats is proud. Beards is shaved off. They got the hairline going on with it. They just wicked as hell. Trying to save the white. Understand the life is shut. Why would you even want to try to save the very person that killed you to everything? That's because we sleep. Everybody who make you sleep, dog. That's how we are as a nation. We sleep. And what happens is when Christ said the truth shall set us free, that's what he means. The truth will set us free from oppression, from religion, serving other gods, and give us our identity. We went through this same issue with Christ was here. You understand? That's how we ended up losing Jerusalem, going into Africa, hiding underneath other black people, okay? Hiding underneath other black people, going to Russia, going to Europe, with all those people in Europe, Scotland, France, Germany, all of us made by our ancestors. We the real people of God. Even in our wickedness and our losses, we still have the ability to survive. Now imagine we had the Lord with us through all these people. Like they don't need chance. He'd be under the ground like he had us. They took our ancestors in the time of the coal mine. They would take us and throw us down and we would never see the light of day for a whole life. Everybody worry about the cotton field. Cotton field was peaceful compared to them going to the coal. Snacks, you and like, where Jimmy at? Jimmy gone. Never know what happened.